Hello again and welcome back, ghouls and goblins. My name's Hello Good Game and the pleasure is completely my own. Thank you for taking the time to support the channel. I'll be your host within today's Magic the Gathering Arena video, in which we will be playing Standard Best of 1 in Mythic rank, showcasing a Rakdos red and black hyper aggro deck. This has like a 1.6 average mana value, so we are slamming out our hand and trying to race the mono red deck, which, yeah, wow, right? That mono red deck is ridiculous right now. So what we've done is added some black cards to the build, increasing the ceiling of the deck, but maybe the consistency is dropped a little bit, but that's going to revolve a lot around your skill. So we're going to do our best to break down the deck list, helping you understand the strategies and synergies held within, so that's no longer an issue, right? You're going to play the deck to the highest level, demonstrating this to give you an even deeper understanding against the best decks and players in-game right now, and we'll wrap up with our final thoughts, deck review, and channel news. If you want to help out, all of this is easily supportable for free with a little like down below. And of course, you can subscribe to the channel for all of the latest and greatest, and maybe even join the community Discord. But for now, let's take a look at the deck. Here we are, Rakdos Hyper Aggro, building around Goddric, Cloaked Reveler for 3. It's a 3/3 with haste, with celebration. 2 permanents enter the battlefield under your control. It's becoming a 4/4 with flying. And furthermore, you can pay 1 to give dragons you control +1 to their power, which is pretty cool until the end of turn, right? So, looking to have 2 permanents enter the battlefield on the majority of our turns is the name of the game within this deck, keeping the curve really low, right? So, one of the easiest and cheapest ways to do this is the Spiteful Hexmage for 1. It's a 3/2, and when it enters the battlefield, create a curse roll token attached to a creature that we control, and that creature is going to have base power and toughness 3/3. 1/1, I wish, Its base power and toughness is 1/1. I don't know why I wanted to say 3/3. But you could put that on, the Scoundrel, which is organically a 1/1. You can also put it on the Swiftspear, which is organically a 1/2, retaining its prowess ability. So that's fine. You can also put it on a Rat, which is a 1/1. That's great. That's your best bet. And then finally, worst case scenario, you stack them all on one creature, right? A Hexmage. So just stack them there. And then we've got other roll tokens that can get rid of it, right? Because you can only have 1 roll token at a time. The Monstrous Rage for 1, instant speed, +2/+0 until end of turn. Give it a monster roll. It will, as long as it is equipped, have +1/+1 and trample, which is great. It's a really cool way to increase your damage output while dropping the curse roll token from the Hexmage and then restoring it to its original power and toughness, right? We can also drop that from the mage with the Charming Scoundrel, putting the Wicked roll on it, as well as the bargain from Torch to Tower, having a sacrifice, either an enchantment, artifact, or token in general for increased damage output, and the Scry on top of the regular 2 damage to creature or planeswalker, which is quite nice. And if it dies, it's going to be exiled as well if you don't already know the card. Furthermore, we have a double permanent entering the battlefield with the Bloodtithe Harvester for 2. It's a 3/2. When it enters play, create a blood token. We can sacrifice the Harvester, and target creature gets -X equal to twice the number of blood tokens that we control. So this is really quite nice. We already mentioned the Scoundrel creating the roll token, but can also create a treasure. Double permanent entering play, that's great. Furthermore, if you have an empty hand, you can discard a card and then draw a card, or if it's a land, right? Like, if you do just want to get rid of that card and find something new, that's an option for you too, but it's the best to do on an empty hand. And then the Blessing, 2-mana enchantment. When it enters, create a Wicked roll attached to a creature you control, and at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control an enchanted creature with a roll, you're going to lose 1 life and draw an additional card, which is great. Very, very good. And, activating our Goddric for 2 while powering it up and, giving us a draw is really, really good in the deck, and we love it. So aside from that, other double drops will just be the Lord Skitter. It itself is a rat, 3/3 for 3. At the beginning of your combat, create a rat, and when a rat enters play, exile a card from an opponent's graveyard. which is great. So, you know, it itself is a creature, and then the rat it makes is another permanent, which would push Goddric up, which is great for 1 card. Playing the Kumano on 1 will have it flip on 3 the turn you play Goddric, which would push it up. The same goes for the Reckoner's Raid, right? Losing 1 life, gaining 1 life, and then Exile Transform 2/2 with Menace. That's great. You guys already know the Kumano 1 damage to each opponent and Planeswalker when it enters. Then your next creature gets a +1/+1 counter, and then, you know, it's a 2/2 with haste. Something would die that was dealt damage by something you control. It's going to be exiled instead, which is great. So, you know, those are also really nice ways to transform Goddric with 1 card, as long as they're played, you know, at the right time. Furthermore, we can just double cast, you know, Hopeless Nightmare, 1 mana. When it enters play, they're going to discard a card and lose 2 life. That's great. Furthermore, we can sacrifice it with something like Torch the Tower, or just its own ability to scry, and that's, you know, sometimes game changing, which is quite nice. We have the Swiftspear for 1 that's going to capitalize on all of this, right? The Nightmare, the Raid, the Kakkazan, it's all non-creature, right? The Rage, the Tower, which is really, really good. The Blessing, so the Prowess is definitely being utilized to its utmost here. And, you know, what else am I missing? Thundering Raiju. So all of the rolled tokens count as a modified creature because they're enchanted, as well as now the +1 counter that the Thundering Raiju will distribute when it attacks as a 3/3 with haste for 4, dealing damage equal to the number of modified creatures you control. So that's quite nice. You know, we should have 2-3 modified creatures in play, and, you know, maybe Thundering Raiju adds another to the stack. We're attacking with all of them, plus the damage that we do is, you know, fairly substantial here, right? So quite nice. And, you know, that really is the entirety of the deck, other than the Monstrous Roll, which I believe we actually talked about. The land is here, the cliffs, the ridge, the springs, and, of course, our utility lands as well, which for some reason were deleted from my build. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Very easy to add in. And, you know, that's the deck. It's actually, it's doing pretty well, to be honest. And I'm finding the current meta is quite hard to win games in. And, you know, there are a few offshoots that are fairly successful. Admittedly, this is basically mono red with the extra steps, but the extra steps are good. And, you know, it's not like there's 1 or 2 black cards in here, right? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards within our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's not a bad balance, right? So it feels like a mono red deck, but it just has a little bit more. Anyways, you know, I'm rambling at this point. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you all so much. Kick back, relax, enjoy the gameplay, and then we'll meet up again here. Wrap up, final thoughts, deck review, and channel news. Cheers. A 34% chance we top deck a second. We got a mulligan for 2. 3 of them? Good lord. Settle down. Am I going to regret that? I could play slow, double drop. But what if I pick up a 3-drop? We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Hit for 2, down to 17. Domain deck incoming, lots of life gain. All right. Spear is active. Should we make the treasure and just go all in? We have nothing to do next turn. The damage output doesn't change. Save it. Watch us top deck a Goddric. Can't play this. No! Big hit. Wide field. Oh, life gain. Oh. That's not funny. I mean, I'd rather top deck a Goddric than not. Right? Salute. Why the black lands? You're playing a mono red deck. Wow. Oh my gosh, nice land, dude. I like the roll, but it's not a necessity for me here. Right. Just start grinding them down. Facing probably some removal here. That's fine though, we've got a backup. Blood token generated. Virtue, okay. Gain some life. We get the land. We go straight with a Goddric for 4. Right, because we had the captain flip. Their own harvester in play, that's fine. No problem there. It's actually ideal. Are they going to dunk on my captain? Captain, my captain? They could. Or they're going to cycle. Oh, great. So now I know they're tapped. Oh, we need our Skitter to exile that right now. Ask and you shall receive. That's going to push up Goddric as well. They've got no blood token to sack the Harvester, so we don't care. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Yeah, that's... Uh-oh. Got him. All right. We're going to start another match here. Beautiful game of mono red. I mean, Magic the Gathering. I don't like paying life against mono red, I'll tell you what. We're going to get after it, though. It's a Gruul deck. Oh. Sigh of relief. An absolute sigh of relief. Oh my gosh. Kumbaya. You know? Right? We deal with a really strong permanent. We get 2 damage in. And we push up our Swiftspear. It's pretty good. Announcement. Not bad. Oh. Yes. Pile on, homie. Pile on. Oh, yes. Brittle, dude. Gladly paying 1 damage here. Or 1 life. Woo! Down to 5. That's a big hit. Good game. It's like mono red, just a little bit different. All right. The hand is godly. I'm feeling fairly unstoppable. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, so let's hit for 1. Pretend we're a mono red deck. Just playing with a little bit more complex lands. I have a couple decks like that. It's just so good. Goddric, am I right? think that there could still be something here. But the Wicked rolls, you know, best to compound. Double Goddric if they, you know, are being funny. Absent, homie, come on. That is audacious. I'll be using you later. Mono white midrange / control. Ooh, you're all right. We can double down next turn with the second if they don't remove. Or if they do remove, I guess. The first, you know, there's going to be field wipes here. Right? Okay, they're going to dunk on the clue they gave us. All right. I guess, you know, in a roundabout way, that makes it quite good. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Y-E-S. Yes, 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 yes. Should we save this for next turn and just pump up here? I'm gonna toss it. Prowess is cool, right? Discard is cool, right? You get out of here! And I think you block these 3/4s, do you not? Yeah. Takes away a double block scenario for them through the extra prowess trigger. Please don't field wipe. Okay, you're gonna kill my Skitter's Blessing or the enchantment? I mean, they're both good to take. You may as well take this because it powers up the creature and is what turns on the draw. But by all means, take the Blessing and leave me with the +1/+1. You should definitely be taking the roll token, homie. 2000%. You should take the roll token. It's almost like they're listening to me, right? Well, this is going to be great. Boop. 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 Blah, blah, blah. Hexmage pushes Goddric up for 1. Nice. Okay. Thank you for... Oh, no. That's lethal. It's lethal. Should we style out on him or just take it? Just take it. Don't be a jerk, HUG. We could Scoundrel out for a mana and then hit Goddric for 4 plus the Scoundrel for 5 total. But hey, you know, win's a win. All right, Mulligan is in order. Keeping 6. I think I'm tossing a land. What? I'm not tossing any of this. Not interested? And I don't really want to play the Hexmage right away either. Oh, enchantments. Nice. Mm-hmm. It's a good thing we tossed the land, right? Because we drew another. 1 Weaver. Let's just double drop every single turn if we can. Okay, they're already after our boy. If we're 2 to 18, that's fine. Down to 16 with our 3rd etching. That's kind of crazy, but I'll take it. And we'll hit for 2. The life gain's pretty brutal. Oh, wow. Dang, dude. Ossification is such a good card. Down to 16. Blocking. That's ill-advised. Force the discard. What do we get? Ooh. Should we save it for life gain? Like, are they going to block one of these? I think that's actually good if they do. I'd rather remove something else. Right? Something with, I don't know, maybe life gain? That's desperation play. They've bricked. I'm going to scry my face off here. Big money, no whammies. Hello. Goddric Adelphia. Hit for 5, down to 4. Okay. I mean, they used a land. Like, why didn't you play this land? Obviously, you're not struggling for land that much if you're just channeling it, right? I'm actually going to scry again. All right, I like the bargain here. Ooh, we don't need you, though. We already have 1. Good game. I don't know. Maybe that's a little bit of a misplay. It's your boy! No land hand. Bad land hand. Malgono. Keeping 5, tossing the problem land. Oh, but we built to 4. I gotta toss 2 of them? I can't do that. Yeah. It's not ideal, but it will work. Yeah. I like the Swiftspear first there and then capitalize off the prowess, but I also like getting, you know, this on curve in case we can turn 3 Goddric. Let's first hit. There's removal, that's fine. And then we're going to put the roll on the spear. Ooh, never mind. Oh, we got that. See how we got that damage in, though? Because they're like, well, you know, I gotta wait. And, you know, it's good that they did, I think. Forces me to place it on itself, which is less than ideal, but we've got an out. Oh, that's a dead card. They need a good drop to immediately trigger that. We don't get our land for Goddric. Hopefully we pull it here. For 10, down to 7. Third land off the top. Let's go. Oh, wow. Or that, I mean, that is cool too. You know, let's go, dude. The 2-land terror. All right, we're on the play again. You know, it's like the 900th time today. Yeah, actually it is. Every single match. But what do you do? What do you do, Bill? Just keep slamming out these magic cards and do your best. I mean, guaranteed there's removal, so I'm better off just to double cast after my attack, of course. Because here they're like, well, it's 1 damage, whatever, don't care. And I'm like, okay. Because I don't care either. I'm not playing a creature for you to remove. All right, I'll play this other stuff. Yeah, just great turn, dude. But at the same time, they don't want to remove that 1/1 ever. Discarding the land. Dread Knight. Losing another life here. Land in play. I'm going to take advantage of that and smash. Hopefully there's not a cut down. We're good. Okay, we're 6. Down to 9. Not too shabby. Thundering Raiju off the top. Go for the throw. And that's what we were dodging on turn 2. Right? Down to 8 off that removal. And we're going to get a nice, good game here. Putting in 2, 4, 5 on the turn. All right. Our opponent's going to go first. I'm going to keep my land. Good hand. Mono red on the play. I haven't seen that before. What is up? That's a lot of land here. These things, that's really an ebb and flow with the land always. That's good. Mono red on the play. That's good. It's, you know, it's not ever gonna be good. Mono red on the play. Oh, man, it's just like... We're an aggro deck. We want to be on the play. This deck is better, I think, in best of 3 than mono red is because you could sideboard the life gain, where mono red can't, right? It's really easy for us to grab life gain. But with that in, you know, hand, I'd rather be ultra aggressive. I'd rather be on the play. And I'd rather win every single match. But sometimes you're not on the play. Sometimes, you know, not being on the play is not a problem if it's not an aggro deck, right? But when it's another aggro deck and they're on the play, greedy. Hit for 3, down to 13. No, I mean, not bad. I'm not sure what's taking so long there, but we all like to have fun, don't we? We take it off, of course, but... leave it there for now. Don't worry, they're just playing on their Kindle. It takes a little bit to load. Maybe say, like, we'll, I think we'll save it for now. We would go up to 3, but I need the damage output. Let me toss the blood token. Not bad. I like Goddric so much. We have blockers for the most part. They got to kill Goddric here before it goes to 4. There it is. All right, I mean, that's really bad. I clean up my field state pretty flawlessly. Take out the Feldon. I mean, they get the Swiftspear. No problem. Not great, but no problem. I gotta get lucky. Running down to 7, getting hit for 2 to 5 minimum. We might be dead. I don't know. We gotta go for it though. We're so far back. For 8. Down to 6. Catching up, but we are overexposed. Scry for 3. Is that what we want to do? We might be dead. Yeah. It's hard because we only have 1 life. So we have to choose red or black now. Which would we choose? Raid is black. Nightmare's black. Kumano's red. Swiftspear and Rage are red. It's 50-50. There's 5 here for us. And there's 6 here, so we choose red. No, there's 8 here. We choose red. Math says choose red. Nailed it. Beautiful. That's close. 1 life, upkeep scry? No. Stop it. Going first with double black land. Ay. I guess. We do need a second red source, though. The double black here is brutal. A 1/1? Heck yeah, bro. Into a 5/4. Look what happened. You know? Back to 2/3. Oh, that's great. Very good. Bad land. Imagine if it was good land. Yup. Big hits, right? I love trample. Down to 11. I need a red source off the top. Oh, please give me a red source off the top. It's slow. Sag. That would have been massive damage because these are modified creatures, right? Field wipe. Yep. And then we should hopefully get a 1-drop combo win with flying on Goddric. Ah, life gain. Oh. Plus the 2/2 block. Okay, perfect. This could be another modified creature. Obviously. They could have a Wandering Emperor. That would suck. And they gain life. It's very upsetting to me. They quad block or triple block for 4? I guess. Knockout blow. Good for you. We were close. We just needed that land a turn earlier. Right? Take their mending. It could be good. No attack. As long as it's not another field wipe, right? We have to assume that it is, though. We can improve upon your ideas. Hi. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Bye. Good game, dude. Our opponent is going first. They're playing mono red, 'cause that's just how the algorithm works, right? Well, he's not wrong. I'm not happy about being right either. I want you to understand this. Hopeless affair. Even when you're right, you're losing, you know? It's like, how? I'm trapped. This mono red meta. Right? Mono red escape room. It's like, you'll never get enough life. I think that maybe if I beat a mono red deck that's on the play with this deck, that this one's better. I get that we can beat it on the, we're on the play, but what if they're on the play and we beat them? Huh? What you got over there, Willis? Don't you dare squee me. Monstrous Rage? Ooh. Even main facing it. That's like 6 damage. 7. Down to 11. We're taking 4, which leaves us 7. Do you think they have about 7 damage in that hand? 3, 4 with a lightning bolt prowess. 6, 7 with a lightning bolt shock. They have to have it. No haste on Skitter, but it will push up Goddric. So not enough to kill as they hit it. Instead, are they defending? Swinging for only 3, down to 8. Baby, let's go! A wicked roll token, please. Yeah. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You can make the argument that they bricked, but the red deck's supposed to run on 2 and 3 lands. All right, Rakdos hyper aggro, not bad. Not bad. You could easily change out Thundering Raiju for Shieldred. It's a little bit harder because you're going from double red on Goddric to double black on Shieldred. The life gain's nice. I think that, you know, there is a world in which we just don't run a 4-drop as well. We add another 2-drop. I can't see that being bad whatsoever. Goddric is the greatest card. So good. You can play it in any deck. Any deck with red is just so good right now. And that's actually, that's nice. It's, I don't think that's bad. And then, you know, just put it with black and it's going to be even better, right? So that's kind of where we went with this deck. You know, the Harvester is phenomenal. The roll tokens are really good. And the Hexmage, I think, is like super underrated. A little bit weird, but if you can throw that cursed roll somewhere else, I think that's fine. You know, even utilizing it with a bargain, I think is okay. Yeah, I'd love your thoughts and opinions. Obviously, you guys watch the gameplay. I may be more biased, but what would you do to improve the deck? Because at the end of the day, you know, we still lost a couple matches, right? There's still the Domain and the Esper Control that sometimes have multiple field wipes and life gain, and that sucks. But you know what? That sucks for the mono red deck too, right? And at the end of the day, it's rock, paper, scissors, and you can't beat them all. It's hard to expect that. Sometimes, you know, you should have like a 60% win rate here, you know, 40% win rate here, and like a, you know, like your matches are divided and have different win rates, and it's like they're not all going to be favorable, right? But then, you know, you got to play the field, like what's the percentage of decks here and here and here, and how to capitalize off that. So, hence the meta. And I think that you know, we do a good job, kind of like sneaking in you know, be like, we could be a meta deck maybe. And, you know, that's kind of what I'm doing day to day. So I think we get really close. I always think that there's room for improvement, right? So, I say I don't think that this deck's shitty. You know, I don't want to come out and say that because, you know, we won a lot of games. I think it's really good. We're sneaking in with the meta. That's great. But at the same time, you know, I don't want to be like, no, this is the best deck. Like, how do we improve it? How do we get better and move closer to that? Of course, we'll never get there, but it's the improvement. And I think that, you know, that's something that we should always be focused on with each deck. It's easy to get boxed in and be like, no, this is the list. This is the best. But I think that, you know, we should continue to experiment at the very least and say, you know what, that wasn't as good. And, you know, build that confirmation up. So it's not just an assumption. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much. Have a magical day. Like, comment, subscribe, join the community Discord, become a YouTube member, help support on Twitch. But most importantly, have a magical day, and I'll see you soon in the next